The project really started in January of this year, and what makes it so special is it's big data but focused entirely on hematologic malignancies. I don't think there's anything like it around the globe, so this is the first one to focus specifically on hematologic malignancies. My role is as an external advisor, and I'm able to bring in our experience that we've had in the United States with what we call the Orion Network, the Oncology Research Information Exchange Network. That's not hematologic malignancy specific, it's really for all cancers, but it's a similar type of approach. Well, I think the way they're funding this from a public-private partnership is key. Obviously, you don't want to do this for 5 years and stop. I mean, this is longitudinal data that makes it much, much more valuable. So you have to have a sustainable model. That's the first. And then I think that public-private partnership allows you to be sustainable. And I think I'm sure you'll have other investors along the way too, probably on the commercial side. I think that some of the other things is that everyone who's a constituent in this has to be a stakeholder and get something out of it. That's the only way that has continued engagement over time. So the patients obviously have to get something out of it. They're the ones that are contributing data, and the researchers have to get something out of it as well. I think really the future is you're able to identify rare events and identify the patterns and the specific clinical impact of that. I think right now when you're looking at genetic data, that's just the tip of the iceberg. I think someone asked about metabolomics, metabolism, proteomics. All of that's going to be the future. You're only limited by technology. When we began this over a decade ago, there was no gene sequencing data. It was just gene expression array data, and that's all we had at the time. That's quickly changed, and now we have the DNA sequencing data. We have RNA sequencing data. Next will probably be proteomic and metabolomic, but I think the technology will drive what the next tools are.
Develop?
Oh, absolutely. So this began, as I mentioned, in Orion, and specifically with the M2 Gen and total cancer care protocol. It began with just gene expression array. Remember, the genome, the human genome wasn't sequenced until about 15 years ago. So since then, sequencing has gotten much more affordable, easily done, rapid turnaround. The informatics have gotten better, so you can analyze it better. So gene sequencing now, RNA-seq. Proteomics can be done. It's very, very expensive. I think once that's going through the same evolution, you'll see that applied more often. And the same is probably true for metabolomics in the future. Oh, it definitely is. And it's great to see a focus here with Harmony on specifically on hematologic malignancies. These are rare cancers, and so you do need lots of data, for rare cancers.